Hey everybody, meteorologist Sarah Gannon here with your Thursday weather check. We'll try and kind of get through things on the quicker side here for tonight, but overall, it certainly has been a muggy day. So hopefully you all are enduring that heat, that humidity. It's not so much the heat today, it really has been that humidity, but more heat on the way for tomorrow. Looking to be a very hot and steamy Friday here for the tail end of the work week. So we will just kind of dive right into things here. You can see on your screen, look at temperatures and heat index values. So we're just a little after 8:30 here this evening, and our temperatures are still quite warm into the low to mid 70s at this point in time. Heat index values a little bit closer now to those air temps, but still humidity very high, way up there. We're looking at dew points right now into the upper 60s to low 70s. Preston, kind of one of our warm spots right now at or muggier spots, I should say. Dew points right now at about 75. So 70 in Rochester, 72 in Albert, Lee, Austin, Charles City, Mason City at about 69 there for that dew point. But very muggy conditions here for the region. As we look at satellite and radar, things have been pretty quiet for us so far today. We did maybe see a little bit of some rain activity earlier in the day, but here for the evening hours, things much quieter. So we'll kind of take a look at things a little bit further to our north. We're going to be watching a frontal boundary just to our northwest, mainly through North Dakota at this point in time. Notice a lot of severe weather happening in that direction. That will be an area of concern for the evening hours here. Locally, though, not expecting to see any concerns. That, of course, as it moves closer to the area, helping to push in some warmer air for tomorrow. But then we'll gradually be watching a frontal boundary dropping through Saturday, and that could bring maybe a chance for some strong severe weather locally for us. So we'll continue with our headlines here for tonight. And I just want to say, if anyone's watching on Facebook here tonight, feel free to drop any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that into the comment section, and I'll do my best to kind of get some of those questions answered. So when we look at our headlines here for tonight, in terms of what we're tracking, Friday looking to be that heat and humidity. We're expecting to see high temperatures into the mid to upper 80s here in southern Minnesota, northern Iowa. Maybe some of our warm spots getting close to that 90-degree mark, but humid regardless. So a very uncomfortable day, I'd say, for your Friday. Try and limit that time outside if you can. If you do need to work outside tomorrow, or you are having extended times outside tomorrow, just try and do your best to stay cool, stay hydrated, take frequent breaks. The shade, maybe a little bit more comfortable. Heading into the weekend, the humidity is sticking with us, but we will be looking at storm chances back in the forecast, especially on Saturday, maybe lingering into early Sunday. But in terms of next week, temperatures leveling out a little bit more back into the 80s, and still a touch of humidity. But we'll put things into motion here for tonight as we look at future track overnight, looking pretty quiet. We'll look to see Friday morning starting off very mild. 7 a.m. already looking at temperatures potentially in those upper 60s, low 70s, and again, that high humidity for the area. We should be looking at some sunshine during the daytime hours, and in terms of afternoon, evening, some model runs hinting at the possibility of some thunderstorm activity for us. I do think the greatest threat for any storms for the region would stay to our northwest into portions of North Dakota, northwestern Minnesota. I think that's where they have the greatest chance of maybe seeing some thunderstorm activity for Friday. And then as we head locally into Saturday, we'll be watching the chance for some thunderstorm activity. And in this particular model run, not really bringing much in. Current timing wise looks to be a Saturday afternoon into the evening hours. Now that doesn't quite rule out maybe the possibility of any lingering shower and thunderstorm activity from the Friday night round from the northwest, maybe still kind of holding together as it gets closer to the Twin Cities, southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa there by about early Saturday morning. So something else to monitor here, and I think if we can see any remnant storm activity Saturday morning, maybe plays a role in how our afternoon storm threat plays out. But here is a look at what Storm Prediction Center has for us in southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa. They do have portions of our viewing area at kind of southern Olmsted County into Winona County and to the south in a level 2 out of a level 5 severe threat, and then remaining counties in under a level 1 out of a level 5 severe threat. So I think wind, maybe some small hail possible. That would be our greatest concerns, would likely be that wind though, and in addition to heavy rainfall with any thunderstorm activity. So we'll be watching a frontal boundary passing through And that will be kind of what drives that thunderstorm activity to develop and kind of push it through the area. So I want to give you that first alert here. No first alert day just yet for Saturday. I know timing has kind of been that big question mark for the area in the last day or so. But kind of what you need to know is going to be the threat for maybe some isolated thunderstorms possible Saturday. Again, best timing at this point in time based on model runs today between Saturday afternoon into about mid-evening. So 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. is kind of what we have our timing at this point in time. And again, if we see any activity, any thunderstorms that hold together from Friday night's round from the northwest, if that holds together Saturday morning, that may be impacting what we see or what we're able to see later in the day on Saturday. So we could see a few strong storms possible in the area with that afternoon, evening activity. Just something we will have to monitor closely. So again, giving you that first alert to a weekend storm chance for the area. Tomorrow, hot and humid. That is just the simple way to explain everything. We'll look at some sunshine. We'll look to see high temperatures tomorrow into the mid-upper 80s for the area. Dew points well into the 70s. And when we look at those heat index values throughout the day, pretty much into the 90s. So I would say low to upper 90s for how conditions will feel, what those heat index values will be across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Now, I wouldn't be surprised maybe to see a couple spots maybe getting close to some triple digits for those heat index values. I do believe kind of the metro counties of the Twin Cities under a heat advisory. This does not that would not include any of our local counties, but I do believe that the Twin Cities is under a heat advisory for tomorrow afternoon. So if you've got friends and family in that area, definitely make sure to use some extra caution. Quick glance here at your 7-day forecast for the Rochester area. Just hot and muggy for your Friday. We bring in that isolated thunderstorm chance for Saturday. Maybe a couple lingering stray showers and storms possible into Sunday, but we'll be looking at temperatures back into those lower 80s this weekend and extending into Monday. Now, Tuesday through the late week next week, maybe jumping back to more mid-80s, so still warm, still on the humid side, of course, but certainly I'd say tomorrow probably the worst of that heat and humidity. So I'm going to glance back over at Facebook, not seeing any questions or comments. But if you happen to be jumping in and joining a little bit later, feel free to drop any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that into the comment section, and I'll keep an eye on that here for tonight and try to get back to you with some answers. So hope everybody has been having a fantastic Thursday. Looking forward to Friday. Try and stay cool, try and stay hydrated tomorrow, and just kind of play it safe with that high heat and humidity. Again, no first alert day here for the next couple days, but certainly keeping a close eye on that heat and humidity and that chance for some thunderstorms heading into Saturday. So watching those couple days pretty closely, but hope everybody has a great Friday and a great weekend here for the area. So hope everyone has a good one. Have a great night.